Your pet might not be stubborn, dramatic, or secretly plotting against your furniture. Okay, maybe the cat is plotting a little. But a lot of the behavior problems pet owners deal with actually come from small mistakes we make every day without realizing it. Hey Guardians, welcome back to the Modern Pet Guardian. I'm Jupiter, your slightly furry, highly qualified guide to helping pets live happier, calmer, better lives. And today, we're talking about the biggest mistakes pet owners make without realizing it. Not because you're a bad pet parent. Actually, most of these mistakes happen because you care. But caring is even more powerful when your pet actually understands what you're trying to teach. In this video, we're going through 7 common mistakes that can accidentally create stress, confusion, anxiety, bad habits, or even behavior problems. And mistake number 5 is one of the sneakiest because it looks like love, but it can actually make your pet more anxious. So stay with me, because once you see these, you'll never look at your daily routine the same way again. Mistake number 1, rewarding the behavior you don't actually want. This one is sneaky because we don't always think of attention as a reward. But to your pet, attention is powerful. Food is a reward. Touch is a reward. Eye contact can be a reward. Even saying, "No, stop, what are you doing?" can sometimes be a reward. Because your pet may not hear, "Please stop that behavior." They may hear, "Excellent. My human is now fully engaged in my performance." And honestly, some pets are committed performers. 5 stars, very dramatic, slightly unpaid. For example, if your dog jumps on you and you pet them, they learn that jumping gets affection. If your cat meows loudly at 5 a.m. and you immediately feed them, they learn that 5 a.m. opera gets breakfast. If your dog barks for attention and you start talking to them, even if you're annoyed, they may still see that as a win. The rule is simple. Behavior that gets rewarded usually gets repeated. The fix is not to ignore your pet forever. Please don't make it weird. The fix is to reward the behavior you actually want. If your dog jumps, wait for 4 paws on the floor, then give attention. If your cat is screaming for food, wait for even a tiny moment of quiet, then reward calm behavior. Look for the polite version of that request: sitting, waiting, or soft eye contact. You're not being mean, you're being clear. Mistake number 2, being inconsistent. This might be the #1 reason pets get confused. If your dog is allowed on the couch on Monday, but gets in trouble for it on Tuesday, your dog is not thinking, "Ah yes, the household policy has changed." They're thinking, "I have no idea what the rules are, but the couch is still extremely comfortable." And honestly, they're not wrong. Pets learn through patterns. They understand repetition, timing, and consistency. So when the rules change depending on your mood, your pet gets mixed signals. And mixed signals often create frustration. The fix is to choose clear rules and make sure everyone in the home follows them. If the couch is allowed, great. If the couch is not allowed, also great. But the rule has to be clear. If one person says, "No jumping," and another person says, "Aw, come here, baby," while the dog launches into their ribcage like a furry missile, your pet is going to follow the most rewarding option. So make the rule simple, repeat it often, and reward the behavior you want. Clear rules equal calm pets. Mistake number 3, repeating commands over and over. You know the classic one: sit, 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 sight. And your dog is standing there like, "Are we singing now? Is this a chant? Because I can harmonize, but I need a treat first." When we repeat a cue too many times, we can accidentally teach our pet that the word only matters after the 5th or 6th time. So instead of learning sit means sit, they learn sit, 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 sit is the real cue. And that makes training slower, messier, and more frustrating for both of you. The fix is to say the cue once, then pause. Give your pet a second to think. If they don't understand, help them with a hand signal, lure, or easier version of the behavior. Then reward quickly when they get it right. The goal is not to become louder. The goal is to become clearer. Because pets don't need a lecture, they need timing, consistency, and rewards they actually care about. Mistake number 4, only training when something goes wrong. A lot of pet owners don't think about training until their pet is already barking, jumping, pulling, scratching, or chewing. or conducting a full emotional press conference in the living room. And yes, the sock theft is usually premeditated. But here's the problem. When your pet is already overstimulated, scared, excited, or frustrated, that is the hardest time for them to learn. It's like trying to teach math during a fire alarm. Technically possible? Maybe. Ideal? Absolutely not. The fix is to practice before the problem happens. Teach leash skills before the exciting walk. Teach calm greetings before guests arrive. Teach your cat where to scratch before your couch becomes a victim. And reward your pet when they're already doing something right. This is one of the biggest secrets in pet training. Don't only notice your pet when they're making a mistake. Notice the quiet moments, the calm moments, the polite moments. Because what you reward grows. Remember, be the guardian your pet deserves. I'll see you in the next section. Mistake number 5, confusing love with constant attention. This one is tricky because it usually comes from a beautiful place. You love your pet, you want them close, you want them happy, you want to give them affection, and that is a good thing. But sometimes, constant attention can accidentally teach your pet that they don't know how to feel safe unless you're right next to them. Love should build confidence. We want them to feel safe on their own too. Some pets become anxious not because they were ignored, but because they never learned how to be calm on their own. And some pets tolerate affection even when they don't actually enjoy that specific type of affection. A hug might feel loving to you, but to some pets, it can feel restrictive. Being picked up might feel cute to you, but your cat might be thinking, "I did not approve this elevator." And cats are very serious about elevator consent. The fix is to love your pet in a way that builds confidence. Give affection, but also give choice. Let your pet come to you sometimes. Reward calm independence. Practice short moments where your pet relaxes without needing constant contact, and pay attention to body language. If your pet turns away, freezes, licks their lips, yawns, or tucks their tail, they may be saying, "I need space." Respecting that space does not make the bond weaker, it makes the bond safer. Mistake number 6, not meeting your pet's mental needs. Food, water, shelter, and love are important, but pets also need mental stimulation. A bored pet is not always trying to be difficult. Sometimes they're just unemployed. And when pets are unemployed, they create their own business, usually in demolition, furniture redesign, or unauthorized snack inspections. Dogs need to sniff and problem solve. Cats need to stalk, chase, and control parts of their environment. When those needs are not met, pets may bark, chew, dig, or invent hobbies you did not approve. The fix is daily enrichment, and enrichment does not have to be complicated. Let your dog sniff on walks. Use puzzle feeders. Teach one simple trick. Give your cat vertical space, scratching options, hiding spots, and interactive play. 5 to 10 minutes of intentional enrichment can make a big difference, because a fulfilled pet is usually a calmer pet. Mistake number 7, expecting human logic from pets. This is a big one. Sometimes we think our pets are being spiteful, guilty, stubborn, jealous, dramatic, or disrespectful. And listen, some pets do have flair. I personally believe every home has at least one pet who deserves an acting award. But most pet behavior is not about revenge. It's usually about instinct, emotion, learning history, environment, needs, or confusion. Your dog didn't chew your shoe because they wanted to ruin your day. They probably chewed it because it smelled like you, felt interesting, relieved stress, or was available. Your cat didn't knock something off the table because they're evil. Probably. They may have been exploring, seeking attention, playing, or testing movement. The fix is to ask a better question. Instead of asking, "Why are they doing this to me?" ask, "What is this behavior doing for them?" Are they bored, scared, excited, seeking attention, trying to feel safe, using an instinct? Once you understand the need behind the behavior, you can guide your pet instead of just reacting to them. And that is where real training begins. So let's recap. The biggest mistakes pet owners make without realizing it are: 1. Rewarding the behavior they don't want. 2. Being inconsistent. 3. Repeating commands over and over. 4. Only training when something goes wrong. 5. Confusing love with constant attention. 6. Not meeting their pet's mental needs. And 7. Expecting human logic from pets. Here's the good news. You do not have to be perfect to be a great pet parent. You just have to be willing to learn, adjust, and communicate in a way your pet understands. Small changes in your timing, your routine, your attention, and your consistency can make a huge difference. And your pet is not asking for perfection. They're asking for guidance and snacks. Mostly guidance, but let's not ignore the snacks. If this helped you see your pet's behavior differently, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the Modern Pet Guardian. And comment below, which mistake surprised you the most? I'm Yupiter, and remember, train with patience, lead with kindness, be the guardian your pet deserves.